Hey folks, quick look at the market and then we're going to talk about some Theta. Got some Theta news today. Market's pretty quick. Market is absolutely doing nothing. Bitcoin and the crypto market right now is 100% pegged to the stock market. So we were pumping a little bit earlier in the stock market. Bitcoin was up to 32,000. Now the stock market's pretty much tanking again and Bitcoin is down to 31. What will happen tonight? Who knows? It really just depends on the futures. Um, I'm still hoping for that pump up to $34,000, but it may or may not happen. Tomorrow's the Fed meeting where they announce the inflation numbers. That's going to dictate everything. If the numbers are really bad, we're going to see Bitcoin drop to $28,000 just like that. It's going to be like nothing, just like knife going through jello. But if the numbers aren't as bad and the Fed has a plan, you're going to see tech stocks go up, you're going to see the stock market go up, and you're going to see Bitcoin go up to $34,000 to $35,000 without a doubt. So, you know, it could go either way. Just have that money on the side. But what I wanted to talk about was Theta. Theta token is now listed on Binance.us. Now, this is great news for US based customers. I got into Theta years ago. I actually had it on Binance, and then I got kicked off Binance. You know, the regular Binance is based out of China. They made me take all my Theta off Binance. It was a huge pain in the ass. I have it all locked up in storage now, my Theta, but it was just a whole pain. I know a lot of people who I wanted to get into Theta, and they could not buy Theta. Even my father-in-law, he had to buy it on some weird Chinese exchange, and I'm not even sure what happened. And he lost a couple $1,000s trying to like send Bitcoin over to that exchange. So basically, American customers had like no good way to buy Theta. So basically, what's going to happen is the next time there's a bull market, which will be next year or the year after, people are going to be able to buy Theta, and I think money is going to flood into it. So it just hit Binance.us last night. So this is good news. I'm still calling for that 30 to or 20 to $30 Theta for 2023, 2024. So we will see what happens with that. But you know, you have to. Theta was basically completely blocked off to U.S. based customers for the last couple years. Ever since Binance kicked everybody off, you really couldn't get it. I mean, you could create a KuCoin account and all that stuff, but a lot of traditional investors who are just kind of in it for the fun, they're not creating those accounts, and it's not KYC. You're not backed up by anything. It's very easy to lose your money. You know, you can't use US dollars on those exchanges, so you have to basically send crypto over to those exchanges and exchange it to USDT or Bitcoin and then buy your Theta. Huge pain in the ass, huge hurdle. I think by Theta going over to Binance US, you're going to see Theta also on Coinbase probably by this summer. So if we get a little bit of a Bitcoin pump this summer, I think we're going to see a Theta pump as well. Combine that with getting them back on Coinbase. I think that $20, $30 Theta could be right around the corner or at least next year. But right now, everything depends on Bitcoin. But this is very positive news for Theta. And now that Theta is on Binance, I can actually take some of my money on Binance and actually, instead of buying just Cardano, I'm gonna probably take some of my Cardano on Binance and put it into Theta. It just makes things a lot easier. Instead of having to go on KuCoin and send it off KuCoin in the store, it's just the whole thing. And it basically, even for me, I've been in crypto for like 5 years. It just turned me off because it's like a process. So this is going to streamline everything. And I personally know of 3 or 4 people who are now going to be buying Theta because they can easily get it on Binance.us. So good news for Theta, and we shall see what happens. But I think Coinbase is probably going to be coming by summer for Theta and T Fuel.